Hello.
Hello. Hi, Rakesh.
Yeah, hi, Hardik. S- So we are ready?
Oh, yeah.
Great. So in
Just refreshed yesterday. It was good.
oh, nice. So sooner or later, I'll be giving you a reference or an application wherein you can go and refer your videos, but not now. You need to create notes so that whenever you create notes and refer your own notes, uh, you will quickly, recall everything because whatever we studied yesterday, it took around 55 minutes to teach. But
Right.
whenever you
Right.
revise it, it will not take more than 30 to 35 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, that is
Yeah.
the power
Right.
of notes. Okay, so yesterday we talked about the what is a language, why do we need it, what is a and to it was basically for putting up a conversation between two systems. Okay, these two systems could be two people or an user and a system or a computer, and by that we thought of we used to think like whatever the communication we are making, some or the other output should be there, some action should be there, because of which we will have certain results at the later stage. Okay, we also talked about what is an assembly level language. What we talked first of all, we talked about what is the very first language that came into the industry, binary
Yeah.
language. Okay, the second
Binary
language
language.
which we talked about little higher than the binary language, that was assembly level language. Okay, and in assembly level language we talked about few things, and it's lacunas and how we store the data in the microprocessors and these all things, even though we do not understand what a microprocessor is. Okay, so in the later stage we also studied about the higher level language. Okay, so higher level languages are the simple English keywords, which is a human understandable language and which is then again interpreted or converted to a byte code, okay, using the compiler,
Yeah.
which checks the application whether it has the error or not, or syntactical errors or not, any violation of the Java rules on are there or not. Those all things are checked by the compiler. Then the job of the interpreter comes. It reads the data and runs it over an operating system and delivers the output. That is what a higher level language is. Okay, so
Right.
this is the gist of the session one that we got yesterday. Today we are going to talk about how to install um, our how to install
Java.
this Java to our machine. So I'll just share my screen. Let me know once you are able to see.
I'm able to see Google now.
Yeah. Okay. So here the very first step is you have to write download download uh, Java JDK. You you just write that. The very first thing that comes is from the Oracle, www.oracle. Very first thing, the very first result that comes, you have to click on that Java SE downloads. Okay, okay. So the very latest version right now is Java SE 14. Okay, we have
Right.
another Java SE LTS. That this is also there, and we are bothered about right now. This is the major release. Major release of Java right now is this one. Okay, 8 version, Java SE 8. Okay, so we have to go over here and we have to download the JDK. Okay, we have 7 also. JDK. We have to only go here, Java SE 8. We have to download the JDK. We'll come over here. We will check our machine, which machine our is. Okay, this is the product or file description. This is the file size, and we have to download it from here. But we have to check which type of machine ours is. So mine is Windows 64-bit. Windows 64-bit. Okay, so it is
Right.
211 MB. I'll just click onto this. I'll accept this. Download JDK.
So shall I do it simultaneously now or should I do it afterwards?
You can do it afterwards. You just see it over here. Rakesh Singh.
It has to be new, is it? I have to create a new one here.
Yeah. Let's see. I already have an account. Okay, I'll just use the. I've clicked on that create a user. Let me check if I can. I cannot do that with my. Okay, I do not have that account, so I'll just create my account. I'll just write. Uh, any
How
number.
do we know whether we are on Windows or not? How will that we know?
I mean, what type of system you are on? Like, if you are
Laptop.
on
It's a HP laptop.
HP laptop, so it is Windows only. So, sorry. It is saying that I already have the account.
Right.
I think long back I did this.
Okay.
I've forgotten the password itself. Check your email.
So they're all freeware. Okay.
Yeah. Give me a second now.
Sure. Sure.
See, Java 8 is getting downloaded right now.
Right.
Okay, and this is exe format. We need to click it, and it will automatically set or download the Java to our C section of the live system, and from there we need to set environment variable. Okay, so still it is not done. There is quite uh, some process. We'll just check it right now. See, this is how Java SE runtime environment is going to ask. Just click on OK. Okay, the wizard will guide you through the installation process of JDK 8. Next, development tools. Okay, install to. This is the location of our Java where it will be. C section program files Java JDK 1.8. So within 2 seconds only it will be downloaded. You're able to see this screen.
Not it. I think for me it is. It's coming and going in a flash. But
Okay.
I'm able to see only that Oracle account sign in. That screen is visible.
Oh,
So exe is executable files.
yeah,
That's what
executable
it.
files.
Okay.
You can see this.
Now I can see. Yeah. Click change to install
So
Java to a
yeah,
different folder.
so this is the location where it is installed. C program files Java, and this here it is going to install.
Right.
See, over 3 billion devices are running over Java.
So the same way Linux or any platform, it can just be downloaded.
Yeah, based on your operating system, just download the JDK file. But for Java, it does not require the operating system to run. Whatever the programs you write, that runs over the Java virtual machine. So it is not an operating system dependent. We'll talk about it today. You are able to see, right?
I'm able to see. Yeah.
Successfully installed. I'll close it. Okay.
Right.
Now I'm changing. Um, I am going to open command prompt. Okay, there are two ways to open the command prompt. Um, First way is Windows button you see on your keyboard.
Yeah.
Windows along with R. Okay, Windows, keep your Windows button pressed. Along with that, just press R. Okay, so one small dialog box will open where the heading will be run. Okay, there you have to type CMD. Okay, it will open command prompt. As of now, uh, we are going ahead with this. I'll share you the screen. Mm, Each time I need to share the screen. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, this command prompt.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the directory where we are right now, and we have to check whether Java is there or not. Okay, so
Right.
okay, just write Java space hyphen. Okay, do not write any space, then version, then enter. See, now my system has Java version as 1.8, means Java 8 is there. Okay, so if you have Java, it will show this. And I forgot to tell you one thing before running that. Okay, before downloading Java also, you can check whether Java is there or not. How you can check? You can write the same thing, Java
Yes.
space hyphen version. This is important. Okay,
Right.
after hyphen, even a single space is not required. Okay, so you can check by this way also, Java C also if you write.
Yeah. It says Java is not recognized as an internal or external command. Operable
So
program.
that means you do not have this Java
Oh,
installed in your system. So that I had to do it at first, but I directly downloaded it. I also did not
right.
have Java system. So let us now do one thing. So see, here it is showing that if you see Java C, I'm calling compiler. C for compiler over here. I'm
Yeah.
calling compiler. So it is showing that this is not recognized as Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command. So how to remove this type of error? What I'll do is, first thing, I'll just open, see, I'll write environment. Okay. So here it comes, environment variable. This is one way by tapping in the search button. Okay. Here I'll be able to see this box. Okay. But there is other way also. If you do not see that way, you can go over here. Okay. This PC. Okay. I'll just show it to you. Okay. You have opened your this
Yeah.
folder. Okay. Here we
Right.
know how, when you open this folder. Okay. You can come over here. This PC you see, just right click
Yeah.
over there, go to properties. Okay, we come over here to see the system requirements. Okay, now click on the advanced settings, system settings. Once you click on the advanced system settings, this will open this system properties. Okay, in this system properties, go to environment variables, then this box comes. Okay, now what we have to do over here, first I'll try to go, uh, I'll remove this, remove this. Again, I'll go and check where my Java is there. Okay, so first of all, I'll go to Windows C. C is the section where our
Yeah.
operating system is there and all things are there. Okay, I'll go
Yeah.
to program files. Sorry, here in program files, can you see Java? Yeah,
Yeah.
this is Java,
Java.
right?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is Java. So we have JRE, we have JDK, we have JDK. I am into JDK. I'll go into bin. Okay, can you see Java C? This is
Java
compiler.
C.
This is compiler.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see it as an application type? This is an
Yeah.
application, another application. So what I need to do is I'll just copy this address. Uh, I'll just copy this address. I'm copying this address till bin, JDK till bin. Okay. I have copied this address. Can you see that slash bin is there? This
Yeah.
is important. This is very important. It will make or break your thing right now. So I have to go to environment variables. Here it is, environment variables. Okay, or I can go ahead with this, right click onto this PC, properties, advanced settings, environment variables. Now, can you see path? In system variables, can you see path?
Yeah. I can see that.
Double click onto that. Okay, now here we have to paste our path. Okay, click on new. I'll click on new and control V. I have pasted the path over here. Okay, now, okay, right now. What if in the near future we are going to use certain Java tools also? So we'll go to user variables for the user. Variable name I'll write in capital letters. It has to be Java underscore home. Okay, variable value this. It need not to be till bin. It should be till JDK only. Okay, okay, cancel. Do I have any command prompt? This is very today it is going to be very interesting. I'll just show you something. Um, you can see command prompt.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. 1 second. Font size. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Now it is clear, right? Now we'll need to write. If you have to check Java version, we do this. Yes, Java is there, boss. Now Java. Um, we have to check Java is there or not. Yes, Java's compiler is there right now. Okay, so it
Yes.
is installed and it is working fine. So I have to clear the screen. CLS enter. Okay, great. So now what I have to do? Now I will do very small thing and I'll just show it to you. I'll create um, folder over here. Control Shift N. A folder has been created. I'm just keeping it over here. Name of the um, folder is Course Studio Coding. Okay, inside this, I'm trying to create one file. Okay, right click. I want text document. Okay, text document. Uh, First, or if I do not want this also, I'll just remove it. Okay, so right now I want to open Notepad. So on later stage, I will not be using this Notepad of the system. I'll download Notepad plus plus that gives a little bit color and also it becomes little easy for us to understand. Okay, so I have opened one Notepad. Okay, now shall I write our first code?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I have created one folder. Inside this folder, I have not saved any file. Right now, I'll save our first code. So in Java, whatever we write, okay, let me connect my pen. Okay, so in Java, whatever we do, see, everything starts with name as class. Okay, any program ever you will write, it will start with class, and here you will have to write your name of the class. Okay, now
Right.
this is a curly bracket. This is the curly bracket. So since I have given this much of space, that means something is likely to come in this. Okay, this is known as class block. Okay, this is known as class block.
Yes.
So inside this class block only every programs will come. Okay, so
Okay.
what all things will come? So the very first thing that we have understood is the name of the class. Any name you want to give, you can give it over here. Okay, but every program in Java starts with class name and C is small. Okay,
Yeah.
crystal clear till now? In the class
Yeah.
block, we will have multiple methods. What are methods? We'll get to understand what is a method, but I'll write only one method as of now, which is really very important. Every class must have this method. Okay, I am just writing. Do not try to understand what it says. I'm just writing something. Public static void main string array args, and this has, I'll write this as method block. Only this much we have to understand. What is public, what is static, what is void, what is main string args, what is this array? We are not bothered. Okay.
Right.
In next journey, our 10 to 15 days, we'll get to understand everything. Of 20 days, we'll understand everything bit by bit. Okay, but actually this is very important method which has to be there in every class, then only this class will run. Okay, the name of this method is known as main method. Okay, we call it as we call it as main
Main method.
method. Okay, inside this main method, by mistake I have written it, I have to erase it. Okay, inside this main method, if I have to print anything, okay, do not try to understand in here. Just see, if I have to print anything, okay, I need to write one statement, very simple statement that we talked about it yesterday itself. But to write, to print anything, we have to write that statement. But where to print? Where we will print? Why do I need to print? These all questions can come. Okay, you can print it anywhere you want. It could be any application, it could be command prompt. As of now, we will be bothered about the command prompt. On later stage, the command prompt on every result will change. Okay, so if I have to print your name, I'll have to write system dot out dot println, or I'll just write hello world, semicolon, and this. Okay, only this will be printed, only this will be printed. Okay, so did you understand? This is
It's system dot old, is it?
system.out.print. I will not write print, println. Uh, that is only print. Okay, hello world. Okay, now let us write this program and see what actually happens. But beforehand, we'll understand what all essential things are. To run any class, to write any program, class keyword is required.